Welcome back, everybody, to the Knothole Gang, and we're on top of the Mickey and Friends parking structure looking at the backside of Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land, all that stuff. And, okay, so right here, I thought I saw Cousin Wing, or I did see Cousin Wing. I thought he was going to come down there at the bottom. I was going to yell at him, but he didn't come out. But anyway, backside of Battle Escape looks about as it did before. A lot, mostly new concrete and stuff like that is going on down there. So I thought I would check and see if there's anything new happening on this tree line. This is the area over the extended queue for Battle Escape, but it's mostly the same tree, same blue tarp. So that's about the same as we've seen it the last few weeks. So we'll take a look at the top of Battle Escape. And I can't tell if that thing right there in the center of the frame is, if that's scrim or if that's new, like, mesh. I think it's scrim. But it's interesting to note how many of these pieces they're starting to acquire that sort of white, whatever you want to call it, like a base layer or primer or whatever. In fact, it's weird to look at that, like there, right there, that one is almost done, and then the spire right next to it is, well behind with just that white primer layer or whatever you want to call it. And there's your update on the force perspective peaks or spires. So last week I mentioned that I wanted to do sort of a before and after of the general site. So that's what we're going to do now. And this right here is okay. So this is our very first day of doing Knothole Gang reports, January 23rd, 2016. That is. We're closer to 3 years than we are 2 now. Good God. In 5 months, it'll have been 3 years. 2.5 years now. Wow. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm getting really reflective. That's the week before they start a demo of all that backstage buildings. In the next week or two, you'll see all those buildings gone. But we're going to jump forward about 40 weeks. Which is about almost 10 months. And that's how slow it is going. Like, it just takes that long just to get things sort of cleaned up and ready to build and make the ground ready and all that. It took 10 months before they started really doing anything serious on the site. And this is where we see, you've got Mount Spielberg in the back, Mount Spielberg. And you got them starting to work on the pool. And as we know now, that pool is sort of the engine room, as it were, for the mechanics that bring the guests up and down in the multi-story building that is to come. And now this one is, so we're now almost a year into construction, and there's still very little vertical construction. After a year, there's still very little vertical construction happening. They're just shoring up the pool. There's concrete in the pool and things like that. But it took a year just to get to there. We'll go forward another 4 or 5 months, and there's your initial Battle Escape building starting to make its presence known. A lot of walls and stuff going up for the Super Collider that's on its way. Golly, fantastic! And then here we are. This is about, I want to say, I forgot when this was. I want to say this is about 2 years now. 2 years into construction. And then finally, this is about 4 months ago. 3-4 months ago. And we'll continue where we are today. Looking at the backside of Millennium Falcon. That was fun, huh? It was fun. Backside of Millennium Falcon. And on our way over, we'll see. Oh, look. That's blue. Anyway, I wanted to get a close-up of the detail of the color and fine detail. There's that whitewashed inner layer. So you can see sort of 4 phases, really, because there's that spire in front that we can't really see very well. But that one's about the same progress as the most prominent spire is now. Wow. And this here, obviously, top side of battle escape. I know I ripped through this pretty quickly. I think my view was bad or the wind or something. I don't know. It was, but I remember going through this. I didn't even get to all the way to the end, I don't think. Look at that. Just slow down. What? Jeez, you got somewhere to be, David? Golly. There. Oh, that's what it was. It was the tree. Somehow I decided to shoot through that tree right there. All right, Rivers of America. This was fun because you could tell that they're getting, you know, closer to the finish line because there's a lot more orange vests and hard hats on site on this day than we normally see on a Saturday. I never get to see construction because I don't get to come down on a weekday morning. But I did find these guys working on that biggest spire of them all. And I found myself wondering, are they tethered? I think they are. I think it's like I forget what you call those clips, but I would bet that that dude is connected to one of those scaffolding. Yeah, I think I see one, don't I? I don't know. I sure hope they are. That guy looks like he's attached. Yeah, he's attached to the structure itself. Look at that. That's fantastic. He's attached to that spire. Wow. So it looks like all those two guys were doing was just putting up scaffolding, it looks like. There's another guy over the trees working on those spires in the background.
I'm seeing vests, orange vests everywhere.
Are they on time?
Well, yeah, they're probably working overtime now.
It's kind of wonderful, don't you think?
Are we still like they're scheduled for
I do.
2019?
I don't know, but no, not July. I think it's more likely.
July?
Yeah.
So really just another year?
Yeah.
Haven't been able to figure out yet. You know what? Next week I'm going to try to see if I can't place what we're seeing through those trees, and because obviously that's the marketplace that we're looking at right there, and we're going to see more of that in a little bit when we go back to Chippendale about just how many dome structures there are back there. There's that platform we were looking at last week, and those dudes working.
We did it.
I don't know why, I am kind of fascinated with that little splotchy peak right there. Now there's yeah, you can see that's got kind of that sort of air filter looking, is that the word I'm looking for? No, not air filter. What is it? It looks like a car part to me. But I don't know cars, so I'm not sure what the proper term is. There's our arch that we've been watching for the last 3 weeks. No further development there. It looks about the same. How big are those spires going to look to guests on the ground in Galaxy's Edge? I mean, that's got to be enormous to the. Wow. Still trying to find that pyramid in there. One of these days. Alright, Chippendale. I got a better look this time. I was able to see what I was doing a little bit better. So hopefully the camera work is better. But look at that. Already there's 4 domes right there. Then you got the new spires that have just come in. You know, next week we'll do a before and after of those spires. And there's a whole bunch of more domes. They look like little mini Death Stars, don't they? Especially that small one. The small brown one. And we'll get a closer look. This is really going to blow your mind. I mean, they're everywhere. Star Wars loves domes. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a little mini Death Star right there? Doesn't that look like something, you know, that like a turret would pop out of? You know? I don't know, it does to me. Back on Rivers of America. That you know what? I never really, hold on, that's a spire that I don't think I've really noticed before, because that mesh work looks new. I might need to take a look and see how that looked before. It's sometimes hard to do before and after some of these areas because I don't pause here normally because there wasn't nothing to look at. So, but that looks like it's a fairly new spire to come into focus. And yes, I do observe and note every single new feature that becomes visible in Galaxy's Edge, because if you've done 2.5 years worth of updates, that's all there is, you guys. that's what our lives have come to. And not for the bad. I love it. I love doing construction. I would do construction updates from my apartment building and from my own, like the Del Taco that was built outside. I wanted it so bad. I wanted to do construction updates from the Del Taco outside my house. I know it's the... Don't judge me. Alright, well I guess that's it from Galaxy's Edge this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us next week, or I mean follow us tomorrow for our updates from around the park. And until next time, fresh baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh baked!